Late again. Oh my. I'm gonna check the levels real fast. Oops, not that. Not that. All right, sounds like I'm there. Not that. All right, sounds like I'm there. Delayed, but I'm there. All right, get rid of that. We'll just wait. Oh gosh, my back is really bad again. Yep, I overdid it. Overdid it on the Christmas songs. I'm showing one person in the lobby. Welcome, God bless. And then they left. I was super late. I should have just made it for 3 like I wanted in the beginning. Ouch. No. I'm showing one person now. Welcome, God bless. Just waiting for a minute or two to see if anybody else will show up. Welcome, God bless. Just to let everybody know, I overdid it last night doing the Christmas songs, and my back is not doing too good. I didn't feel it though until the last like half hour of the thing last night, but now it's not too good. So I don't know how long I'll be able to do the Bible reading today, but I'm gonna try to do my best. And I was gonna do some 80s music, but I don't know if I can do that either. I need to all tighten my neck. I see 4. Welcome, God bless. Whoever just came in. And I was late again. I was talking to my ex. I was sending some information to my sister. We send information back and forth about what's, everything's going on in the world. And I accidentally sent it to my ex instead. And then I had to explain myself. But there's some really crazy things going on. Might as well talk about that for a minute. What's going on with this stimulus bill? Have you heard the stuff that they're putting in this? First off, the the senators and the representatives, they literally only had one day to look at the bill. I hope, welcome, God bless. Yeah, I'm really late. My back's a problem, and then I was talking to my ex, which is never. Well, I shouldn't say it's not usually bad, but it's never really good either. But I accidentally sent her a bunch of information about everything, going on in the world, and she don't believe in any of that stuff. So anyway, in the stimulus bill, they're adding all this crazy stuff that doesn't belong there. He refuses to sign it. He wants $2,000 instead of the 600. But when do you hear some of the stuff that's in this bill? They probably buried it deep in there, so no one would see it. Any person any responsible person would never vote for that bill if you hear what's in this stuff. First off, they're giving billions and billions of dollars to all these other countries around the world instead of taking care of Americans. He wants to give $600 to every American, but at the same time, this is the Democratic bill. At the same time, they want to give illegal immigrants $1,800 checks. Huh? And then there's something else in there that says that they're going to hire illegal immigrants at $20 an hour and not allow any other person, any other regular American to get those jobs, just those illegal immigrants. And they're going to use those workers to tear down the wall. Huh? Then there's money in there to count fish in the ocean. More millions and billions of dollars going to count lizards. There's something in there that says that they're going to regulate horse racing, giving them, I don't know how much, millions of dollars for that. It's like, what is going on? I'm hearing this stuff and I'm seeing this stuff, but you know what? I'll bet you they don't put any of that in the mainstream news. I don't know. I was angry earlier. It's like a slap in the face. Why are we giving so much money, billions, to all these countries around the world when we can't even, help our own people? France, there's some stuff going on in France now. Now they're talking if you don't get the V shot, then you can't even travel. Not even travel out of your country, travel out of your city. About fish, yeah. I don't remember the name of the fish. There's a certain, supposedly an endangered fish species that they want to count. And first off, the person said that I think it was Grand Supreme News, which I haven't seen him around in a while. He was saying that I don't remember what there's a certain species of fish that's supposedly endangered, but he says it's not even an endangered species. And then lizards, counting lizards. What else was there? And it was funny because they said they didn't mention much about healthcare, and there was not one word out of 5,500. I think it was 5,593 page bill. Nowhere in there was the word mask. The aim is, well, yeah, that's definitely what it is, and see, the thing is, this is not just one country or several countries; it's the entire world. So, and anybody that if you really research stuff and find out information, you can see this is part of the NWO. You think there'd be some countries that want to just be on their own? Hey, we're not going to go into all this. We don't want to do that. We'll take care of our own country. We'll have our own economy here, and we'll have jobs and just have it for our country. No, everyone's going with it. That's how you know this is part of the beast system. I don't know. I think there's some countries that are even ahead, like Australia. They seem to be really strict and everything. And now the England, they're supposedly going to be shutting their borders, or did they already do it? And then France, not only the country, you won't even can't even leave your city. But it hasn't passed yet. But that's what they want to do. But France, there was some politician that was standing up and saying all politicians and the people need to resist this. See, right now, hi, Will, and welcome. God bless. I don't know. This is just I see how this is going. Not exactly, but it's all leading into it. And I think all the stuff right now that we're going through is just the beginning stages. And it's conditioning everybody to, I think that people that are willing to wear the masks, but sometimes you have to though. But on the main part, I don't, but I do if I'm in a public place. And then, the tests gotta get tested. And then the V's. And then once all those people are complying and everything, then the next step, whatever that might be, they're going to follow. They're just going to keep following it until the point where it's going to be so hard to resist the mark of the beast. That's what I think. And again, that's just my opinion. Don't uh, don't take any of my opinions as facts or advice. My opinions, but there's so many other channels that have the same thoughts and ideas and opinions about this, and we see it. We're seeing it. See, the thing is it's not just, oh, now here it is here. It's just here now. This has been going on for years, and we're seeing it. And all these channels that I follow, we've been seeing this stuff happen over the years, and all these, and then they're just conspiracy theories. I don't know. I see a certain way of things happening. My sister sent me some a thing about the NWO's plan agenda for 2021. I guess I could read it off to you. Now, don't take this as, I don't know where this is coming from. I don't know where she got this. Let me see if I can figure out if it says it on there. I got something off of RT too. And Justin, who's Justin? Amish, he's what does that say? Oh, that's a hashtag. Okay. I don't know. Somebody from Twitter said for half a year, congressional leaders refused to put any legislation on the floor to be considered and scrutinized and amended. Now they release a 5,593-page bill with no opportunity to read it, let alone amend it. No responsible legislator should vote for such a thing. That's true. So I'm glad the president now is not, he didn't veto it. He's just not signing it. So it has, now there's more time. Now there's 10 days or 9 days or whatever it is now. But he has 10 days. And if he doesn't sign it after 10 days, then the stimulus bill would go into effect. But hopefully now they're going to look this over and say, hey, we don't want this. And then they don't get it. All right, here it is. This is, I don't know where this came from. I should ask. I mean, she got it from somebody else. But, you see these things, and like the one that's in Canada. If you've seen that one is, it's hard to wake anybody up. And then it used to be that, they would just say, oh, and they would try to avoid the subject and change the subject and move on to something else. They wouldn't just listen. They wouldn't listen. But now I get people that are getting angry, oh, tired of hearing about this. Oh, it's not going to happen. Or if it happens, who cares? Blah, blah, blah. Live your life. So yeah, for some people, like the doctor after yesterday, I'm not going to try to convince her. I'm not going to try to sway her one way because I think she's got her mindset too. But all right, so they got in here, starting with December of this year. It says field hospitals set up in each county. I don't know. Well, I don't know where this is either. It just says NWO plan, and it's got December now to December of next year. So in this one, it's saying that by January, full lockdown, all jobs stopped, all businesses closed. I'm not sure if that's just for one country either. I should ask her. February, reform all benefits. March, new infection, CV21, different strain. I'm wondering if they're going to call this new strain. But see, then they couldn't. They'd have to call it 2020 or 20 because it happened. They found it in, I think, December 1st in the UK. Yeah, they get really angry. And it's like, when they start getting angry, it's like, okay, time to just give up and stop. Because they're not going to, if they're already getting angry at you, they're not going to be receptive to what you're saying, no matter what it is. Ah. I felt like that was like a professional advice there for somebody who just hit me like, wow, that was pretty cool. April, hospitals unable to cope. May, setting up new structures for workers, including a new minimum wage. June, shops running out of supplies is common. Army checkpoints set up in each town. July, national civil unrest takes off. Local government starting to pull out. And then the CV21V is developed. So, it's funny to me, and it's funny how people have excuses. I'm talking about the top people, the news people, whatever. You got this V that finally is coming out for the CV19. Now we got a new strain, but supposedly the V that we have now takes care of it. Every year when there's flu, every year there's a new flu shot because there's so many strains and they change and why is suddenly this V covers all of it now? There's all these different strains. You think they'd have to have different ones for different strains. Yeah, it's all that predictive programming. So here's the you got a fine line here too, because you got the mainstream stuff and that's predictive programming. And that's even that does that not affect people that know the truth, or can we get conditioned by it too? So we got to have a fine line between how much we watch, because I watch it for information to compare everything. You got to do your research on all sides. I trust the people on my channels, but I have to go and look on the other side too and see what they're saying about it. Even though I trust almost all the channels I have, I believe they're all honest and true, and they're there for the right reasons. This one could be for real. Well, supposedly it's either 70% more. What's the word? Why am I losing my words lately? Where I'm just getting ready to say the word and then it's gone. 70% more contagious. Gosh, why am I having a hard time? 70% more contagious. I also thought I saw something that said 70% more deadly too. Maybe I'm wrong on that part. Right. Exactly. And now all those phones, you're seeing all those commercials for all these new phones with that, in it. So don't get any new phones. Supposedly you have to have the new phones to be able to get that. The older phones will only do the 4. I hope so. And then on this thing it says November of next year, the new CV21 V's will be mandatory. I don't know how they're going to work this thing with the mandatory thing. I think they're going to phase it out. I think it's going to be phased. So, first they're going to do all the important people, the healthcare workers, and then all the people that are most vulnerable, like the people in the nursing homes. Then it's supposed to be everyone over 65. And then, then the general public. But then again, it's supposed to be voluntary. So they'll get all those people first and wait till all those people are done. Then they're going to start pushing it on to the people. Oh, you haven't got it? Your V yet? You really need to do it. Blah, blah, blah. But you think, if all those people got it, the V shot, right? They're protected, right? They're supposed to be protected. Why would they care if the other people didn't get it, didn't get the V shot? That's another thing that doesn't make sense to me. Yep, they're everywhere now. See, that was one of my theories. Was that we take this, and it could be anything too. It could be the flu shot too, but the V shot, maybe they're going to stick something in us, and it's just going to sit there dormant, waiting. And then, whenever they say they want to have a outbreak, they just turn it on, and that's all it is the same as radiation poisoning. Too much radiation. We already know the 4 can cause cancer and everything. What's the 5 going to do? So we don't know. And I've seen more people in the UK. They were burning them down and stuff. I thought that was the most awesome thing. Because and I think for some reason, people in England, there's a lot of people here in the United States too, but a lot of people in England are awake. And I don't even, think that they have to be, religious even. They just know that these things, that they shouldn't be there, and we don't need them. We don't need these new towers. We don't need this extra speed. It's just them. It's just a way for them to. Probably shouldn't be talking about this on here, but it's important though. It's important. See, the same thing. Like in the UK, they think there needs to be more research done before, they put them up, and especially before they start turning it on. Vincent, welcome. God bless. The moon is out right now. Yeah, they're everywhere, and I would think the bigger the city, the more they're going to have. Chicago, wow, I would think it'd be blanketed. Yeah, you see, the thing is we don't even know, what these are doing to us. Are they using that to also to control our thoughts and what we're doing? I don't know. I was gonna let you guys pick the song for the day. I never did pick out a song for today, and I thought, well, let's let someone suggest a song, a good Christian worship song. American, yeah. I don't know, what is it? Why is certain countries? Because there's a lot of other countries that they don't even know what the heck's going on. I don't know. It's weird. See, then again, in England and in the UK, are they using it yet? I know they got the towers up, but is it on? You know, in the United States, it's supposedly all the big cities have it already, and then they're expanding, everywhere. I know the state of Colorado, they said they wanted, I think, I don't even remember, 75 or 90% of all the counties to have this by the end of 2021. Wow. So where are you going to go? Where are you going to go? You can go out in the little towns and stuff, but they're still there too. You'd have to really go out. And even then, you still got the Starlink satellites. They aren't on yet. See, I'm thinking, I hate to say this. But I'm thinking they're all waiting. And, even, like where the places they say they already have it, do they really? I got this bad feeling that they're going to turn it on everywhere at the same time. And then people are going to start getting sick. And then they're going to blame it on, what? Right? Right? Yeah. And even if you can run to the hills and hide, even if you can find somewhere to go to hide, they're still going to find you somehow. And then, you get these. This is a good discussion, actually, though, because, some people say, well, let's get a big group together. We'll get 50, 100 people and we'll all, hide out in the woods. But, all you need is one person that has a phone, some kind of a device that's tracking, and the whole group's gone. Not gone, but, they're going to be caught. And then, um, say also, these shots that are being given out, they're putting tracking devices in us too. That's another part of it, I think. So then, even if you don't have a phone, no devices to track you, then you get that. And then eventually that's, the mark. I'm not saying that any of this is right now. I think it's all steps towards it for sure. Yeah, see, they're doing that with, like, down in Florida and California. They're making it look like a palm tree. Come on. Yeah, they even use the camouflage paint too. And it's all just sneaky stuff. Sneaky. I don't know, but I got a feeling as soon as it was like this last year too. As soon as January 1st hits, maybe the second, all this stuff's going to start happening. And it's happening fast. Everything is. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, it's crazy stuff. All right, prayer requests. Anybody prayer requests? Um, praise reports. My prayer request is for my back and my neck because I did too much last night standing. It was just standing though, and my feet hurt too. But feet, I'm not worried about. But yeah, standing too much is still bad. But it was still better than sitting. At least I went like what 3, 4 hours, and I can't even go 3, 4 minutes sitting down. Nobody, that's what. Another thing that's very strange to me is how people can't see what's going on. Even if you did have no clue, no one ever told you nothing, and you had no clue about nothing, you think you would see through all this crap. I don't know. To me, that it just sounds like more brainwashing or conditioning, whatever you want to call it. We still got to watch for the main signs. There's signs that still have to happen. Prophecy that still has to happen. And Damascus being destroyed in one night, that has to happen. And right now, that could happen at any time. We know that. I always wondered what would happen. How would they get destroyed? Could be a nuclear bomb. It's got and Damascus being destroyed is like there's nothing left. No one survives. Nobody lives. So, what would cause that? A nuclear bomb? Yeah, that fits the bill. A meteor? Could. If it's big enough, could wipe out a whole city. And Damascus is one of the oldest cities ever. Yeah, they blocked it worldwide, so I knew that would happen. So anytime, guys, if I'm doing a live stream where I'm playing music, like I'm planning on doing the 80s, I was planning on doing it tonight, but I don't know about my back. Got to figure out some way to do it where I can sit or something. If I could bring my recliner, I know that thing won't fit through the door. If I could bring the recliner in here, I'd be good. And I can't really do it in the living room because my mom will be coming in and interrupting, which normally I wouldn't mind, except for the fact that when she's drinking, she'll be saying some things that aren't too appropriate for the YouTube audience. And got a headache now too. What was I gonna say? What was I gonna say? What was I gonna say? Oh, but yeah, if you don't watch the live stream, like the '80s, like or the Christmas songs, as soon as the broadcast ends, it gets blocked. And I think they were already starting to block it while it was still live. So I can't, and I can't put YouTube on there and show you guys like the videos and stuff. They'll just end the stream. As soon as I did that, well, as soon as I got rid of it, remember it came back. So, yep, yep. And plus, I don't like being too much around the computer, electronics, and stuff like that. I do think sometimes there's stuff coming through. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, she was. They were putting too much truth out there. I think like if you know Marfugel, he has to say a lot of different words instead of saying the real words because that's when you get the strikes and they'll take you down too. So that's why I say V instead of the other word. There's certain words you can't say, and I don't know what I didn't get to watch any of them, but yeah, I'm subscribed to her. Been for a while. I think I've been subscribed to her for about a year now, or more than a year. Right, right. Yeah, I know. But yeah, no, I was just playing because these are on my CDs, so it's not like I got the YouTube and the video and stuff. It's just the actual music. It's not video, right? Yeah, I think you can say that. Yeah, or the Karachi. But that James Munner used to say that. I haven't seen him around in a long time now. I wonder if he got taken down. So yeah, you got to be. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And she's from Australia, so she's reporting on what's going on down there too. And then the dogs. Yeah, I like it when she takes those walks. I think that's pretty cool. She's got a lot of good scenery too when she's doing those walks. What is it? Jazz, I think, is the name of one of the dogs. Jazz and oh, I always forgot the other one, and I finally was like got in my head what it was, and I can't remember it yet. Ah, oh well. If I keep thinking, it'll drive me crazy. I can't remember now. Oh well. I know Jazz is one of the dogs, and I can't remember the other dog's name now. Oh well. All right. So please also pray for me and my back again. I just gotta take it easy, not do so too long of a thing. So if I do like the '80s, maybe I'll just do like 2 hours at a time. So it's gonna take more days, but yeah. Richie from Boston. If you want to see anything from him, go to the jailbreak Overlander, and you can find. Yeah, I haven't seen him around in a while either. And a lot of channels moved over to D Live or BitChute. So, you can usually find them over there too. And a lot of times that might be better anyway, because then they can speak more, openly. You don't have to, you know, tiptoe around words and stuff. That tiptoe, that's pretty funny. Oh no, there goes my stock. Yeah, so if ever this channel goes down, try to find me over on BitChute and D Live with the same name. I already got D Live account. I just never really done nothing over there. But yeah, try to find me over there. And I also got To those who will listen, two with the number two as a backup that I haven't put anything on it ever, forever. But if I did go back there, that one only has a few subscribers and it wouldn't qualify for live streaming. So I would just have to put videos out over there. But I think if that happened, I think it would be better if I just went over to DLive or BitChute, because then I could actually do live streams. All right, so we're wasting time again. Well, it's not wasting time. It's, we're discussing stuff. But, we need to get into the word a little bit because I don't know how long I'm going to be able to go now. You have DLive, but never use it. Yep. I've been over on DLive a few times, just to watch other people's stuff, like Marfugal mainly. Marfugal and High Impact Vlogs, which I haven't seen any of his stuff in a while either. Liberty Rising. Liberty Rising. 1775. Liberty. Liberty. Liberty has a football team in college, and I took them as an upset, which is, it's a big upset too. But I don't know. I got a feeling. Anyway, sorry. That doesn't have anything to do with anything. All right. So, any prayer requests? Please pray for my back and praise reports. Just happy to be alive. Happy to be able to share God's word with everybody. Robert, welcome. God bless. When? I think that happened probably over 5,000 to 8,000 years ago. It's happening right now. Okay. Yeah, Satan's been deceiving man since Adam and Eve. And I think it's really bad right now. And I think most people are under the delusion. In the Bible where it says you cause those to have a delusion, those that don't believe. So it scares me though. When the people aren't open to this at all, scary. Why did we abandon the Old Testament? Who abandoned the Old Testament? Is it up there? Oh, here's another thing to pray for. Pray for my mom. She's going to the doctor right now. It's nothing, I'm not going for nothing. It's just going to because we're establishing a new doctor and to get her refills on prescriptions. But pray that she doesn't pick anything up. You know what I mean? Ah, here it is. Okay. But we're kind of worried that they were going to try to do the V, but that's not till later, so we don't have to worry about that today, at least. Old Testament, we didn't abandon it. We're in Psalms today. That's in the Old Testament. I know some people have abandoned the Old Testament, and then like some people only believe in the Old Testament. But so I'm kind of glad we're in Psalms now because we're celebrating Christmas. We're celebrating Jesus' birthday, even though if it might be another day in another month. Kill all our gods. I don't know about killing, maybe destroying. Okay. I'm not sure what you're getting at here. But any prayer requests while we're talking here? And praise reports. I'm going to do a prayer. Ow. I'm going to have to do a massage. All right. Dear Lord Jesus, Yeshua, we thank you for another opportunity to come together as brothers and sisters in Christ, to be able to pray, to be able to honor you, to read your word. I ask for Holy Spirit to intervene and give us the truth and understanding about what we are reading. And that goes for every time that we're reading something, not just today. We pray for anyone that needs healing. God, you know our hearts, you know our needs. Heal us according to your will. Please help me with my back and my neck. Help me loosen up so I can get better. Give us the whole armor of God to protect us against the evil one. And let us have open minds and open ears and eyes to see what is happening around us, so we know that you are coming soon and that we need to turn our lives over to you. Let us give control of our lives over to you. Lead us in all the steps you want us to take. Keep us from temptation and lead us only to the straight and narrow path that leads to heaven. Just pray for all these countries around the world and all the people that are in distress, either financially, physically, mentally. Help them to get through tough situations. Let them call on you for help. And we thank you for your son Jesus, who came down and died for our sins and was resurrected back up into heaven with you. We thank you for his birth, no matter what day that happens to be on. Let us always celebrate your birth and you, Jesus, always, every day, not just on one day a year. We love you. We thank you for everything you do in our lives. Keep us strong and courageous. In your precious name. Pitch dark? 4:41. The sun's still up there. It's a lot of chems. And not so much light, but just like a blanket thing, like a blanket across the sky. And it looks even more orange dull, but that could be because of the wind. We're going through a wind thing today, even though I don't think it's been that bad. But we're supposed to have 30 to 40 mile an hour winds with gusts up to 65 miles an hour. And it's supposed to be ending in the next hour or two. So it might be over with already. But it looks really dungy, and the air quality is really bad here too. So I don't even really want to go outside. I'm telling you, every time I go to the bathroom, my mom's bedroom is right there, and then there's another room there, and then it joins to the bathroom, and I have to put my shirt over my mouth and nose because I can smell that cigarette smoke, and it bothers me. And then, like, almost every time I get out of the bathroom, I have to go and take a nebulizer. It's terrible. I guess there's another thing I should pray for with my asthma. 55. Wow. Yeah, what's going on? It seems to be windy everywhere too. Now, we just had the Jupiter Saturn conjunction, and maybe something, is being affected, on Earth, and maybe the wind is caused from that. I've noticed other times too, like the eclipses, it seems to be windy, either the day of or before or right after. So we're still in that range for a day or two more. So we still could have some weird, wacky stuff happening. Well, we've seen volcanoes erupting. Foggy all week. Yeah, you guys get fog all the time, though. That's what you're known for, is fog. Better than smog, though. For sure. Did you guys pick out a song? Somebody pick out a song, a good song to put on. It might mess it up, but I can just play it. And yeah, I'll just play it and not put it on here. I can put the lyrics up, though. Anybody got a great Christian worship song that you can think of off the top of your head or something, and I'll put it on. I don't know. I usually pick a song, beforehand, but I got busy again. Something always seems to always happen right before I could do a broadcast. It's weird. And then I wind up being late. I set it ahead. I thought I set it ahead enough. And I was going to set it for 3, and I thought, oh no, I could do 2:45. And then that thing happened with my ex. And then the next thing you know, it's already 15 minutes late. Song rumbling. The other day, it felt like there was a little earthquake here. A lot of times, though, when trucks go by, we get big semis going through. It kind of shakes a little bit, but there was nothing going on, and I felt a little bit of shaking in my chair. But I don't know. I heard there was some earthquakes in Colorado, but it was all the way on the west side. Nobody can think of a song. I mean, I'll put one on. I'll think of something if you don't have the talk to text. Then they might put in stuff that you didn't mean to say. I can't stand texting. I always have to do the talk to text, but then I always have to proofread it because it always messes up. And then I'm like, I said this, not that. Revelation song. Huh? What is that? Revelation song. There's a Carrie Job. It says from 2013. Is that it? Okay, it's set up if that's it. I don't know if I've ever heard this one. I don't recognize the artist. Philip Craig. Okay, it says, okay, I got it. It says it was composed, Phillips, Craig, and Dean. Why is it? There it is. I think 2017. No, it says 2009. This is a performance from 2017. Sorry. Let's go back. It's a long song, though. Oh, no. How long? No. Come on, where is it? There it is. All right, let's see. 11 years ago. This one says 6 minutes. It's not that bad. All right, let's see if I can. I'll have to put in Phillips. Phillips. There it is. All right. Hopefully this is it. Oh, I don't want it here. Okay. It's got the lyrics too. Can I just put the lyrics on without the song? Oh yeah, I love the song. Hold on. Let me stop this a second. Yeah, okay. See, I didn't recognize the uh the title. But yeah, I love that song. Hold on. We'll put it through the Bluetooth. Oops. I love this song. Okay. Gonna go to over here and then there. It's already on. It's already on. It's already ready. See, I gotta turn that off. I can't forget to turn it off. Otherwise it's gonna be on. All right, let's see what happens. Worthy is the sing a new song to him who sits on heaven's mercy seat. Worthy is the Lamb who was slain, holy, holy. Sing a new song to him who sits on heaven's mercy seat. Holy, holy, holy is the Lord God Almighty, who was and is to come. With all creation I sing praise to the King of Kings. You are my everything, and I will adore you. Clothed in rainbow of living color, flashes of lightning, rolls of thunder, blessing and honor, strength and glory and power be to you, the only wise King. Yeah. Holy, holy, holy is the Lord God Almighty, who was and is to come. Yeah. With all creation I sing praise to the King of Kings. You are my everything, and I will adore you. Awestruck wonder at the mention of your name. Jesus, your name is power, breath of living water, such a marvelous mystery. Welcome, God bless Savannah. I needed that. I was filled with the Holy Spirit on that one. Thank you for that. Turn off that Bluetooth. And now that I'm thinking about it, I'm going to turn off the settings for the Bluetooth. Bam, get that out of there. Take these out of the room. Woo! That was good. That was a good song. Love that song. Love it. All right. Let's get into the word. Absolutely love that song. All right. We continued. We left off at 42. So today, 42 is the last one we read. So we're on to 43. Psalm 43. I'm going to ask again, can you guys see this? Can you read it? Is it clear? To me, it's clear, but we know there's been problems in the past. I'll check back after we read this chapter. Oh, gosh. Judge me, O God, and plead my cause against an ungodly nation. O deliver me from the deceitful and unjust man. For thou art the God of my strength. Why dost thou cast me off? Why do I go mourning because of the oppression of the enemy? O send out thy light and thy truth. Let them lead me. Let them bring me unto thy holy hill and to thy tabernacles. Then will I go unto the altar of God, unto God my exceeding joy. Yea, upon the harp will I praise thee, O God, my God. Why art thou cast down, O my soul? And why art thou disquieted within me? Hope in God, for I shall yet praise him, who is the health of my countenance and my God. Check back. Can everybody read that? Let me know if, well, either way, but if you can't read it, let me know, because see if I can do something to improve it. Psalm 44. We have heard with our ears, O God. Our fathers have told us what work thou didst in their days, in the times of old. How thou didst drive out the heathen with thy hand, and plantest them. How thou didst afflict the people, and cast them out. For they got not the land in possession by their own sword, neither did their own arm save them, but thy right hand, and thine arm, and the light of thy countenance, because thou hast a favor unto them. Thou art my king, O God. Command deliverances for Jacob. Through thee we will push down our enemies. Through thy name we will tread them under that rise up against us. For I will not trust in my bow, neither shall my sword save me. But thou hast saved us from our enemies, and hast put them to shame that hated us. In God we boast all the day long, and praise thy name forever. Selah. And just so anybody knows, Selah is like a break, a pause in between, like a song. So some of Psalms was meant to be sang, And then the Selah is like the break, I guess. But thou hast cast off and put us to shame, and goest not forth with our armies. Thou makest us to turn back from the enemy, and they which hate us spoil for themselves. Thou hast given us like sheep appointed for meat, and hast scattered us among the heathen. Thou sellest thy people for naught, and dost not increase thy wealth by their price. Thou makest us a reproach to our neighbors, a scorn and a derision to them that are round about us. Thou makest us a byword among the heathen, a shaking of the head among the people. My confusion is continually before me, and the shame of my face covered me. For the voice of him that reproacheth and blasphemeth. Let me take a drink here. Reproacheth and blasphemeth by reason of the enemy and avenger. All this is come upon us, yet have we not forgotten thee, neither have we dwelt falsely in thy covenant. Our heart is not turned back, neither have our steps declined from thy way. Though thou hast sore broken us in the place of dragons, and covered us with the shadow of death, if we have forgotten the name of our God, or stretched out our hands to a strange God, shall not God search this out? For he knoweth the secrets of the heart. Yea, for thy sake are we killed all the day long. We are counted as sheep for the slaughter. Awake, why sleepest thou, O Lord? Arise, cast us not off forever. Wherefore hidest thou thy face, and forgotten our affliction and our oppression? For our soul is bowed down to the dust, our belly cleaveth unto the earth. Arise for our help, and redeem us for thy mercy's sake. You guys can read? Can read it fine? No, it's not blurry, it's clear. I haven't seen no comments in 5 minutes. I'll continue on, but please let me know if you can read it or if it's blurry. Chapter 45. My heart is inditing a good matter. I speak of the things which I have made touching the king. My tongue is the pen of a ready writer. Thou art fairer than the children of men. Grace is poured into thy lips. Therefore God hath blessed thee forever. Gird thy sword upon thy thigh, O most mighty, with thy glory and thy majesty. And in thy majesty ride prosperously because of truth and meekness and righteousness. And thy right hand shall teach thee terrible things. Thine arrows are sharp in the heart of the king's enemies, whereby the people fall under thee. Thy throne, O God, is forever and ever. The scepter of thy kingdom is a right scepter. Thou lovest righteousness and hatest wickedness. Therefore God, thy God, hath anointed thee with the oil of gladness above thy fellows. All thy garments smell of myrrh and aloes and cassia out of the ivory palaces, whereby they have made thee glad. King's daughters were among thy honorable women. Upon thy right hand did stand the queen in gold of Ophir. Hearken, O daughter, and consider and incline thine ear. Forget also thine own people and thy father's house. So shall the king greatly desire thy beauty, for he is thy Lord, and worship thou him. And the daughter of Tyre shall be there with a gift. Even the rich among the people shall entreat thy favor. The king's daughter is all glorious within, her clothing is of wrought gold. She shall be brought unto the king in raiment of needlework. The virgins, her companions that follow her, shall be brought unto thee. With gladness and rejoicing shall they be brought. They shall enter into the king's palace. Instead of thy fathers shall be thy children. Instead of thy fathers shall be thy children, whom thou mayest make princes in all the earth. I will make thy name to be remembered in all generations. Therefore shall the people praise thee forever and ever. Clear. I can read it when I put it on full screen. Okay, good. I just think it's kind of. I think it's better if we can read as someone's reading it. We can read along. I think that gets more into our brains. All right, chapter 46. God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Therefore, will not we fear, though the earth be removed, and though the mountains be carried into the midst of the sea, though the waters thereof roar and be troubled, though the mountains shake with the swelling thereof. Selah. There is a river, the streams whereof shall make glad the city of God, the holy place of the tabernacles of the Most High. God is in the midst of her. She shall not be moved. God shall help her, and that right early. And that right early. What is that? And that right early. I don't know. Some of this stuff just doesn't sound right. It doesn't sound grammatically right. The heathen raged, the kingdoms were moved. He uttered his voice, the earth melted. The Lord of hosts is with us. The God of Jacob is our refuge. Selah. Come, behold the works of the Lord, what desolations he hath made in the earth. He maketh wars to cease unto the end of the earth. He breaketh the bow and cutteth the spear in sunder. He burneth the chariot in the fire. Be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the heathen. I will be exalted in the earth. The Lord of hosts is with us. The God of Jacob is our refuge. Selah. Be right back. All right, chapter 47. Clap your hands, all ye people. Shout unto God with the voice of triumph. And that's true. We should. We've already triumphed. We've already won. God has already won, so we have already won. For the Lord Most High is terrible. He is a great king over all the earth. He shall subdue the people under us and the nations under our feet. He shall choose our inheritance for us, the excellency of Jacob, whom he loved. Selah. God has gone up with a shout, the Lord with the sound of a trumpet. Sing praises to God. Sing praises. Sing praises unto our King. Sing praises. For God is the King of all the earth. Sing ye praises with understanding. God reigneth over the heathen. God sitteth upon the throne of his holiness. The princes of the people are gathered together, even the people of the God of Abraham. For the shields of the earth belong unto God. He is greatly exalted. Chapter 48. Great is the Lord, and greatly to be praised in the city of our God, in the mountain of his holiness. Beautiful for situation, the joy of the whole earth is Mount Zion, on the sides of the north, the city of the great king. God is known in her palaces for a refuge. For lo, the kings were assembled, they passed by together. They saw it, and so they marveled. They were troubled and hasted away. Fear took hold upon them there, and pain as a woman in travail. Thou breakest the ships of Tarshish with an east wind. As we have heard, so have we seen in the city of the Lord of hosts, in the city of our God. God will establish it forever. Selah. Oops. We have thought of thy loving kindness, O God, in the midst of thy temple. According to thy name, O God, so is thy praise unto the ends of the earth. Thy right hand is full of righteousness. Let Mount Zion rejoice. Let the daughters of Judah be glad because of thy judgments. Walk about Zion and around about her. Tell the towers thereof. Mark ye well her bulwarks. All right. First possible Mandela effect here. So if you have any questions, put it in the comments. Anything to add? Any possible Mandela effects that you might think could be What is this? This is 48. Am I 48? Yeah, 48, 13. Bulwarks. And I got to see what that is. In case anybody else is wondering, bulwark,
Bulwark. Bulwark. Bulwark.
a defensive wall, a person, institution, or principle that acts as a defense.
Bulwark. Bulwark.
Okay. Oh, I should have seen. I should have seen when that word came into effect. It could have been in the translation. Late Middle English. Defensive structure. Okay. Here we go. Merriam-Webster will have it. Is this a Mandela effect? Recent examples. December 12th of this year? What? Come on, where you at? Last updated 3 days ago. Really? That's weird. Okay, where's the original? I can't find it. Usually there's someone says when they, oh, there it is, 15th century. That was in the 1400s. So that means it was a Mandela effect. 15th century, 1400s. So this is definitely in the translation. They did not use that word back then. Sorry. Just had to state that. Mark ye well her defense walls. Consider her palaces, that ye may tell it to the generation following. For this God is our God forever and ever. He will be our guide even unto death. Sorry. Whenever there's a weird word, gotta look. So it was a translation change. Chapter 49. Hear this, all ye people, give ear, all ye inhabitants of the world, both low and high, rich and poor together. My mouth shall speak of wisdom, and the meditation of my heart shall be of understanding. I will incline mine ear to a parable. I will open my dark saying upon the harp. Wherefore should I fear in the days of evil, when the iniquity of my heels shall compass me about? They that trust in their wealth and boast themselves in the multitude of their riches, none of them can by any means redeem his brother, nor give to God a ransom for him. For the redemption of their soul is precious, and it ceaseth forever. I don't like saying those F's with it's always hard to pronounce. That he should live forever and not see corruption. For he seeth that wise men die, likewise the fool and the brutish person perish, and leave their wealth to others. Brutish? I'm sure that's a word, but was it way back then? I'm not sure on that one. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names. Nevertheless, man being in honor abideth not. He is like the beasts that perish. This their way is their folly, yet their posterity, it's not prosper, posterity approve their sayings. Selah. See, It's not prosperity, posterity.
Posterity. Posterity. Posterity.
All future generations of people, the descendants of a person. Okay. Why don't they just say that then? Like sheep, they are laid in the grave. Death shall feed on them, and the upright shall have dominion over them in the morning, and their beauty shall consume in the grave from their dwelling. But God will redeem my soul from the power of the grave, for he shall receive me. Selah. Be not thou afraid when one is made rich, when the glory of his house is increased. For when he dieth, he shall carry nothing away. His glory shall not descend after him. Though while he lived, he blessed his soul, and men will praise thee when thou doest well to thyself. He shall go to the generation of his fathers, they shall never see light. Man that is in honor and understandeth not is like the beasts that perish. Dion, welcome. God bless. We are in Psalms. We are in Psalms, and we're up to Psalms 50 now. The mighty God, even the Lord, hath spoken, and called the earth from the rising of the sun unto the going down thereof. Out of Zion, the perfection of beauty, God hath shined. Our God shall come and shall not keep silence. A fire shall devour before him, and it shall be very oh my goodness, tempest, I need that thing from our frugal. Tempest to us. Jeez. I don't even know if that's right. Round about him. He shall call to the heavens from earth and to the earth, that he may judge his people. Gather my saints together unto me, those that have made a covenant with me by sacrifice. And the heavens shall declare his righteousness, for God is judge himself. Selah. Hear, all my people, and I will speak. O Israel, and I will testify against thee. I am God, even thy God. I know how to pronounce that one, but we can't say that. So I don't. That's one of the words that you're not supposed to say on YouTube. I will not reprove thee for thy sacrifices or thy burnt offerings, to have been continually before me. I will take no bullock out of thy house, nor he goats out of thy folds. For every beast of the forest is mine, and the cattle upon 1,000 hills. I know all the fowls of the mountains, and the wild beasts of the field are mine. If I were hungry, I would not tell thee, for the world is mine, and the fullness thereof. Will I eat the flesh of bulls, or drink the blood of goats? Offer unto God thanksgiving, and pay thy vows unto the Most High. And call upon me in the day of trouble. I will deliver thee, and thou shalt glorify me. But unto the wicked God saith, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth? Seeing thou hatest instruction, and casteth my words behind thee. When thou sawest a thief, then thou consentedst. Jeez, what's all these cysts? Then thou consentedst with him, and hast been partaker with adulterers. Thou givest thy mouth to evil, and thy tongue frameth deceit. Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother, thou slanderest thine own mother's son. These things hast thou done, and I kept silence. Thou, though thou, thou thoughtest that I was altogether such as one as thyself. But I will reprove thee and set them in order before thine eyes. Now consider this, ye that forget God, lest I tear you in pieces. Then and there be none to deliver. Whoso offereth praise glorifieth me, and to him that ordereth his conversation aright will I shew the salvation of God. Ugh, time for a sip of water. Did you see the reason everybody knows? India. What it is. In India? Don't even say. All right. Please explain. I'll kind of look it up a little bit. Let us know what you know. Outbreak in India. It just says a CV outbreak. Doesn't have a date. Eluru outbreak. Aha, is that it? Eluru says December 5th, first case. And then by the next day, a few hundred more people were admitted. According to CNN, now remember CNN, so take this with a grain of salt. He died of an unrelated cardiac arrest. See how they always twist it? Oh, it didn't have anything to do with it, or it has everything to do with it. The hospital superintendent stated, here, let me throw it over here for a sec. Can read along. Is this what you're talking about? This Eluru idiopathic disease, December 5th. Hundreds falling ill, one person dying. And here's their excuse. Huh. Hmm. I'll put it right there. Is this the one? Let me go back and see if that's what you're talking about. 2 weeks ago. Yeah, it's close. If this is 2 weeks ago, it would have been like the 11th, so 5th, about 3 weeks ago. Is that what you were talking about? I just don't want to know what you want. They look demon possessed. Is anything coming out of their mouths like foaming at the mouth? Because if that's in there, then I'm going to start freaking out. Especially since the timing. There's a situation in a TV show called Next. If you guys haven't seen it, at least watch a trailer for it and read the plot. It's crazy. Such a thing. There's a situation on that show where the first letter of the alphabet and the ninth letter of the alphabet was controlling everything and then creating a disease, a pandemic, which is weird. Well, in that show though, they were like they were having seizures, but it looked like like they were foaming at the mouth. Something was coming out of their mouths. I don't know. But in the Bible, where it says that so many people will die by the sword and by the beasts of the earth, could the beasts of the earth be viruses? Okay. What? On December 12th, no new cases were recorded, and the state minister stated the city is heading towards a zero mystery illness situation. Mystery illness subsides. That's weird. Oh, is that a town, a place? They just named it after the town? I'm not going to read it out loud, so go ahead and read, everybody. No need to worry. Hmm. Maybe it is something to do with the pesticides. You never know. As many as 612. So it died last Sunday, so that might be 2 deaths then. Let's see. Here's another thing. Look at this. 2 undergoing treatment were admitted Saturday evening, which was a couple weeks ago though, and hail from areas from where no such cases were reported previously. Was it runoff, or was this something else? Strange. Strange. Hmm. Strange stuff going on in the world, to say the least. So that's why we need the whole armor of God. That's why we need to call on God's promises of protection, Psalm 91, to protect us from all plagues, pestilence, all, everything, all disasters. Whew. Oh, all right, Savannah. Thank you for coming, and God bless you. And hopefully, see you soon. Hopefully, I can do a little bit of 80s music tonight. It's not the official 80s list of my 80s CDs, but they're my personal CDs of each group, because my collection just is literally A to Z, or I should say A to Y, because there's no Z, A to Y, and they're listed from the titles, not the artists. So when you hear an A song, it's the name of the song, not from the name of an artist. Yeah, I heard that she was nervous. YouTube this text. Yeah, they're trying to make it excuses for. Oh, she was nervous, and that's why, because she was speaking, so she got nervous, and that's what made her faint. I don't believe that. It's like they always have an excuse for everything. How about just saying, hey, the thing had an adverse side effect? I don't know. YouTube this text. What do you mean? I don't believe it was nerves. I really don't. Even if it was you were nervous, you wouldn't faint. Well, I guess some people could, but I don't think she had any history of that. I don't know. It just seemed suspicious to me. Yes. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I saw the video. And then they always have to have some excuse for what happened. Why does it look really dark outside suddenly? Ow. Oh my, look at that. There's a huge wall cloud covering the horizon where the sun is setting. I think everybody needs to go outside all the time and look at the sky. So you never know what you might see. All right, get back to Psalms. Psalm 51. Have mercy upon me, O God, according to thy loving kindness, according unto the multitude of thy tender mercies, blot out my transgressions. Wash me thoroughly from mine iniquity and cleanse me from my sin. For I acknowledge my transgressions, and my sin is ever before me. Against thee, thee only, have I sinned, and done this evil in thy sight, that thou mightest be justified when thou speakest, and be clear when thou judgest. I'm having a hard time speaking today. Like my mouth doesn't want to speak the words correctly. Behold, I was shapen in iniquity, and in sin did my mother conceive me. Behold, thou desirest truth in the inward parts, and in the hidden part thou shalt make me to know wisdom. Purge me with hyssop, and I shall be clean. Hyssop. That word looks familiar, though. It's a plant? Hyssop. A small, bushy, aromatic plant of the mint family. Can you guys hear that when I put that on there, the pronunciation? All right, sorry. Purge me with hyssop, and I shall be clean. Wash me, and I shall be whiter than snow. Make me to hear joy and gladness, that the bones which thou hast broken may rejoice. Hide thy face from my sins, and blot out all mine iniquities. Create in me a clean heart, O God, and renew a right spirit within me. Cast me not away from thy presence, and take not thy Holy Spirit from me. Restore unto me the joy of thy salvation, and uphold me with thy free spirit. Then will I teach transgressors thy ways, and sinners shall be converted unto thee. Deliver me from blood guiltiness. No. No. No pronunciation for this one. Found in the King James Version only in Psalms 51:14. Ain't that interesting? Found in the King James Version only in Psalms 51:14. The Revised Version, British in America, adds Exodus 22. I don't remember that in Exodus. I call Bullock. What was it? Genesis? Oh, Exodus. Exodus. Where is it? 22. Let's see if it's here. 22. Lies. Also in First Samuel and in Ezekiel. Seems to indicate that the phrase does not necessarily signify bloodshed, but any grievous sin which, if it remains, will block God's favor to his land and people. Aha! Hold on. Uh, bibliography information says the first time it was used in the International Standard Bible Encyclopedia was in 1915. I think this is a Mandela effect. Yes, I did see that video. He called Psalms, what was it? Psalms? Psalms. Come on. And he's supposed to be a devout Catholic? 5114, right? Yeah. And that's weird. It's just the only time it's in the Bible. Blood guiltiness. I'll show you this real fast. That could be a Mandela effect for sure. All right, back to the word. Deliver me from blood guiltiness, O God, thou God of my salvation, and my tongue shall sing aloud of thy righteousness. O Lord, open thou my lips, and my mouth shall spew, and my mouth shall shew forth thy praise. For thou desirest not sacrifice, else would I give it. Thou delightest not in burnt offering. The sacrifices of God are a broken spirit, a, a broken and a contrite heart, O God, thou wilt not despise. Do good in thy good pleasure unto Zion, build thou the walls of Jerusalem. Then shalt thou be pleased with the sacrifices of righteousness, with burnt offering and whole burnt offering. Then shall they offer bullocks upon thine altar. Wow. Palms? I thought he said psalm or psalms. I can't remember. Yeah, but he was, it wasn't right, that's for sure. I guess we all have a laugh every once in a while, huh? I don't know. What's going to happen? I don't know what exactly is going to happen with Biden, but I don't think it's going to be good. Okay. Psalm 52. Why boastest thou thyself in mischief, O mighty man? The goodness of God endureth continually. The tongue deviseth. My tongue can't speak. The tongue deviseth mischiefs, like a sharp razor working deceitfully. Thou lovest evil more than good, and lying rather than to speak righteousness. Selah. I'm going to put that up there when it comes up. Thou lovest all devouring words, O thou deceitful tongue. God shall likewise destroy thee forever. He shall take thee away and pluck thee out of thy dwelling place and root thee out of the land of the living. The righteous also shall see and fear and shall laugh at him. Huh? Lo, this is the man that made not God his strength, but trusted in the abundance of his riches and strengthened himself in his wickedness. But I am like a green olive tree in the house of God. I trust in the mercy of God forever and ever. I will praise thee forever because thou hast done it, and I will wait on thy name, for it is good before thy saints. It's possible, but I actually think that maybe Biden would do that. I think he's going to lock down the country. He's already been hinting at it. I don't know. I guess as soon as the clock strikes midnight on January 1st, yeah, sure, it might take a day or two later, but I think we're going to start hearing all these weird, crazy news events happening, weather crap, earthquakes, volcanoes, something. A lot of weird stuff is going to happen. You watch. Right around first, second. Chapter 53. The fool hath said in his heart, there is no God. Corrupt are they, and have done abominable iniquity. There is none that doeth good. God looked down from heaven upon the children of men to see if there were any that did understand, that did seek God. Every one of them is gone back. They are all together become filthy. There is none that doeth good, no, not one. Hath the workers of iniquity no knowledge, who eat up my people as they eat bread? They have not called upon God. They were there, or there were they in great fear, where no fear was. For God hath scattered to the bones of him that encampeth against thee. Thou hast put them to shame, because God hath despised them. Oh, that the salvation of were come out of Zion. When God bringeth back the captivity of his people, Jacob shall rejoice, and Israel shall be glad. Welcome back, Savannah. All right, chapter 54. Save me, O God, by thy name, and judge me by thy strength. Hear my prayer, O God. Give ear to the words of my mouth. For strangers are risen up against me, and oppressors seek after my soul. They have not set God before them. Behold, God is mine helper. The Lord is with them that uphold my soul. He shall reward evil unto mine enemies, cut them off in truth. I will freely sacrifice unto thee. I will praise thy name, O Lord, for it is good. For he hath delivered me out of all trouble, and mine eye hath seen his desire upon mine enemies. I added the Selah in there. So instead of me saying it, I'll have this say it. You guys can hear that, right? Oh boy, oh boy. Psalm 55. Give ear to my prayer, O God, and hide not thyself from my supplication. Attend unto me and hear me. I mourn in my complaint and make a noise because of the voice of the enemy, because of the oppression of the wicked, for they cast iniquity upon me, and in wrath they hate me. My heart is sore pained within me, and the terrors of death are fallen upon me. Fearfulness and trembling are come upon me, and horror hath overwhelmed me. And I said, oh, that I had wings like a dove, for then I would fly away and be at rest. Lo, then would I wander far off and remain in the wilderness. I would hasten my escape from the windy storm and tempest. Destroy, O Lord, and divide their tongues, for I have seen violence and strife in the city. Day and night they go about it upon the walls thereof. Mischief also and sorrow are in the midst of it. Wickedness is in the midst thereof, deceit and guile depart not from her streets. For it is not an enemy that reproached me, then I could have borne it. Neither was it he that hated me that did magnify himself against me, then I would have hid myself from him. But it was thou, a man mine equal, my guide and my acquaintance. We took sweet counsel together and walked unto the house of God in company. Let death seize upon them, and let them go down quick into hell. For wickedness is in their dwellings and among them. As for me, I will call upon God, and the Lord shall save me. Evening and morning and at noon will I pray and cry aloud, and he shall hear my voice. He hath delivered my soul in peace from the battle that was against me, for there were many with me. God shall hear and afflict them, even he that abideth of old. Because they have no changes, therefore they fear not God. He hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He hath broken his covenant. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. Cast thy burden upon the Lord, and he shall sustain thee. He shall never suffer the righteous to be moved. But thou, O God, shalt bring them down into the pit of destruction. Bloody and deceitful men shall not live out half their days, but I will trust in thee. Chapter 56. Where are we at on the day? Okay. Be merciful unto me, O God, for man would swallow me up. He fighting daily oppresseth me. Mine enemies would daily swallow me up, for they be many that fight against me, O thou most high. What time I am afraid, I will trust in thee. In God I will praise his word. In God I have put my trust. I will not fear what flesh can do unto me. Every day they wrest my words. All their thoughts are against me for evil. They gather themselves together. They hide themselves. They mark my steps when they wait for my soul. Okay. I'm just looking real fast to see if you can see it. Okay. I didn't know if I didn't just scroll up higher. Shall they escape by iniquity? In thine anger cast down the people, O God. Thou tellest my wanderings. Put thou my tears into thy bottle. Are they not in thy book? When I cry unto thee, then shall mine enemies turn back. This I know, for God is for me. In God will I praise his word. In the Lord will I praise his word. In God have I put my trust. I will not be afraid of what man can do unto me. Thy vows are upon me, O God. I will render praises unto thee. For thou hast delivered my soul from death. Wilt not thou deliver my feet from falling, that I may walk before God in the light of the living? Yeah. Um, we can definitely continue praying for you, Savannah, but you have the right attitude. that you believe that God, Jesus will help you, and that's the main thing. And he will. Just keep praying and keep asking. Looks like the whole thing fits in there. That's good. Yeah, you're young still, but that would be more fresh. Less time went by. Right. Just ask. And that's definitely something that that you would need. It's not like you're asking for something that you don't need. God knows your heart, and he will. Yes, he will heal you. Just keep praying for that. Psalm 57. Hopefully we'll come across some things that will also help you. Psalms should be for encouragement too, for all things. Be merciful unto me, O God, be merciful unto me, for my soul trusteth in thee. Yea, in the shadow of thy wings will I make my refuge, until these calamities be overpast. I will cry unto God most high, unto God that performeth all things for me. He shall send from heaven and save me from the reproach of him that would swallow me up. God shall send forth his mercy and his truth. My soul is among lions, and I lie even among them that are set on fire, even the sons of men, whose teeth are spears and arrows, and their tongue a sharp sword. Be thou exalted, O God, above the heavens. Let thy glory be above all the earth. They have prepared a net for my steps. My soul is bowed down. They have digged a pit before me, in the midst whereof they are fallen themselves. My heart is fixed, O God, my heart is fixed. I will sing and give praise. Awake up, my glory, awake. Psaltery and harp, I myself will awake early. I will praise thee, O Lord, among the people. I will sing unto thee among the nations. For thy mercy is great unto the heavens, and thy truth unto the clouds. Be thou exalted, O God, above the heavens. Let thy glory be above all the earth. Dion, you're still young too. Yes, Jesus heals anything. I think a lot of us have been through a lot. So, coming out of this, whatever your situation is, and then trusting in God, and accepting God and accepting Jesus as your Savior is a wonderful thing, because a lot of people would give up. So you guys are on the right track here. God's going to save us. And I love how everyone will encourage each other. That's very encouraged here, to encourage others, because you don't know what other people are going through, and you may think your situation is bad or worse than others, and there's so many people that have it worse than you. So we need to always be thankful for what we have too, and always just be praising God no matter what, and just trust, have faith that he will save us from whatever and heal us from whatever, and he will. Psalm 58. Do ye indeed speak righteousness, O congregation? Do ye judge uprightly, O ye sons of men? Yea, in heart ye work wickedness, ye weigh the violence of your hands in the earth. The wicked are estranged from the womb, they go astray as soon as they are born, speaking lies. Their poison is like the poison of a serpent, they are like the deaf adder that stoppeth her ear, which will not hearken to the voice of charmers, charming never so wisely. Break their teeth, O God, in their mouth. Break out the great teeth of the young lions, O Lord. Let them melt away as waters which run continually, when he bendeth his bow to shoot his arrows. Let them be as cut in pieces. As a snail which melteth, let every one of them pass away, like the untimely birth of a woman, that they may not see the sun. Before your pots can feel the thorns, he shall take them away as with a whirlwind, both living and in his wrath. The righteous shall rejoice when he seeth the vengeance. He shall wash his feet in the blood of the wicked. So that a man shall say, verily, there is a reward for the righteous. Verily, he is a God that judgeth in the earth. Yeah, it's, everyone sins. So, nobody is perfect. So, we just got to try our hardest, to not sin. And then when we do, we just need to always ask forgiveness and say, that we're sorry. We're not trying to sin, on purpose, or at least we shouldn't be. But yeah, we need to know that God will forgive us. And, there's like certain things like addictions or something, if they're hard to break, you go through times where you're doing good, and then you what's the word? You relapse, and then you feel so bad because you were doing good, and oh, I failed God again. Don't think of it that way. Just think of it as, you're doing good, you're trying, and then you slipped, and God will forgive you for that. I feel like that a lot too, where I feel like I'm letting God down. Whenever I don't do a Bible study, or I don't even do it for a day, or for a week or whatever. I feel guilty, but things happen where I'm not able to do it as well, and then there's others. I think spiritual forces that are trying to stop me from doing this too. It's hard, so we just need to keep pushing on, keep pushing on. And that's just remember we're all weak. Only God can make us strong. And with so much in the world, we're being seduced by the evil forces. It's hard. Just all we can do is hold on, keep trying, and just whenever the sin, uh, if you know you're going to do it, just when you need to really pray. And I say that from experience, believe me, and I'm not immune from it either. And and every time that that I sin, I always say, why did I do that? And and then I'm like, I failed again. And then you think after so many times that Jesus is going to forgive you, but He will. If you purposely sin and then just keep doing it over on purpose, that's another thing. And see, you have the right heart, Dion. You have the right heart. So all you just keep serving God, and don't get discouraged. I mean, it's discouraging, yeah, but don't don't be so discouraged that you feel that that you're worthless, or that God won't forgive you, because He will. I hope that helps. because there's a there's something that I have in my life that is a sin. At least I think it is. And then there's some things too that I'm not sure if they're sins. But what was I saying? I lost my train of thought. I hate that when that happens. But God has misery and God has mercy. I think that's what you mean. God has mercy will help you. He understands you and will forgive you. Yes. And as long, because a lot of people, they'll give up if they're sinning. They'll say, "Well, I can't stop sinning," and God doesn't want to have anything to do with me, and that's not true. Mercy, right, right, right. Yeah, I had a situation that just happened, and I didn't handle it the right way, but I believe it was the only way I could have handled it in the situation, even though it wasn't, what Jesus would do. But I have a fantasy football league, right? And someone in the fantasy won first place and is in the Super Bowl, so is going to win more money. But this person owes me money, and he got on my site and on other sites too, other people's other friends stuff, and saying how bad person I am that I won't give him his money. And I'm like, you owed me money. Why would I give you money when you owe me money? It was just a big situation, and the F word thrown around a lot by him. And then, I did it a few times too, because that's the only way to talk to some of these people. They don't, if I was to be nice about it and try to do it a nice way, they would think I'm a pushover. And because this has been going on for a long time, where somebody does something wrong to me, and I just let it slide, and I just forgive them for it. But this happened so many times. I finally stood up for myself, and I did the right thing, except for maybe how I went about doing it. And I'm not going to just be pushed over again. I told him, I said, this is it. You're done screwing me. And the thing was he owed for something that when I moved away, he wanted me to keep the internet on. And I was like, well, I don't want to do it. Oh, don't worry, I'll pay it every month. And he had it for a year, and he paid it every single month until the end. So he owed me a month's worth. And then since he paid late, then I had late fees. So then I had an extra $70 that I had to pay. But I told him, just pay the 50, the money that you owed for the bill, for the month, and I'll take care of the rest. And then, next thing I know, I'm getting all these collection agencies calling, hey, and then the place called and said, you didn't turn in the equipment. And I'm like, oh my goodness. So then I had to beg them to turn in the equipment. They were going to charge me over $300. Like, I'm tired of people walking over me and screwing me over. Sorry. Went on a little rant there. See, that's rude. That's rude of people. You were kind enough to loan someone money. They should, be kind and pay you back. And with this guy, I said, you should be happy, that you won money so you can pay me back what you owe me. And he's like, oh, you better pay me back or else I'll get it from you somehow. That's just cruel. He owes me money. If I owed, see, that's the thing. If I ever get any money from anybody, I always pay it back. I owe nothing to anybody. I don't like having debts, and I feel bad when I have to, borrow money or something. So that's why I always pay it back, and I always pay it back in a timely manner. I've been waiting 5 months for him to pay me. Nothing. Okay. Oh, see, I understand that because you get mad, because people don't understand what's happening, or doesn't, if you're having a seizure, my goodness, come on. Yes, right. Exactly. That's all we can do is forgive those people. And, if they're still being mean to you, then we got to end that relationship with that person. We're not supposed to be around people that are not equally yoked. Yes. And yeah, right, exactly. Good, good statement there. It shows you have a good heart that you did forgive them. Because lots of people hold grudges and they hold them for years, and that's not good either. It's not good as in, for God, and it's not good for ourselves because that eats away at you. Yep, exactly. Forgive them and then pray for them. That's all you can do. I said my rant to him, and I wanted it public too. I wanted everybody else to read it because he's telling all these people that I'm such and such and doing this and stealing his money and all that. And really? So I wanted to justify myself and stand up for myself. But at the same time, I was going off too, saying bad words and this stuff. So yeah, I did wrong. But then after I calmed down, I did another uh, comment where I was talking about everything, but I didn't say any bad words and didn't say any hateful things or anything like that. Ah, see, that's terrible. People can be so cruel, right? And see, that's what we're supposed to do, though, Dion. We're supposed to turn the other cheek. We're not supposed to, fight them back or, you know, get it, because that's when you start getting angry, you start sinning. And I know you can be angry and not sin, but it's hard not to. And no one should ever record somebody for that or for a disability or for anything. And it's just cruel. It's bullies. It's not right. But again, you got to forgive them, and you just got to pray for them, and then you just got to pray for peace and comfort for you because it's a hard thing. I'm going through a hard thing where see, I don't know what God wants. I've been separated for over 7 years now. I've never really gone out. I mean, just casual dating, nothing serious at all. And there's been a couple opportunities to do things, even though I'm still legally married. I have still never done anything. I've really never been with another girl, another woman, and it gets lonely. But I think maybe God doesn't want me to have a relationship because of what's coming. And then that would be more chances for sin, especially if it wasn't somebody that was a Christian. So that's tough for me. I don't know how to to go through it. And I had a dream last night. Actually, I had two of them because I had a dream, then I woke up, and then I went back to bed, and it like continued. That hasn't happened in a while. But it was about, I don't know who the girl was, but um, it was just, and nothing really happened in there. We were just kissing and stuff, but it was nice to have a girlfriend to be able to just hold somebody. Sorry. And then now with the CV and everything, it's a lot worse. Why am I spilling my guts here? All right. I've thought that many times. What? What exactly? Because it might be delayed. I might have said something after or something before. Right. And all we can do is trust God that, we're doing his will. So if you have the heart where you say, God, lead my path, do your will with me, and I will follow whatever your will is. That's where you got to be. I don't know what God's got for me, I don't know if I'm going to continue living here. I might be moving again. It's all up to God, and I'm not going to worry about it, and don't worry about it either. Just have faith in God that He will give you the answers to things. Thank you. That is true. That is true. That's why. Right. And it might help you guys too. When you guys tell your stories, and a lot of people in the same situations that you guys are in would give up on God. And I'm glad that you didn't. Right. I do believe that. I believe that, yes, 100%. We're meant to help each other. We're meant to help each other. All right, I think I'm going to cut out in a little bit. Maybe read a couple more chapters. I want to do one more tomorrow before night. I'd like to do it normal time at noon, and then go and through more Psalms and at least get to Psalm 91. That's important, and that's our Christmas gift this year. Our Christmas gift from God will be Psalm 91. 43, 44. 17, 77. And I should read a couple more. Yes. Thank you for that. And God bless you. And God bless Tion. And God bless anybody else that's out there that's listening. And I think it's important for us to do that, to bless everybody. I do that all the time, even like when the doctor, she was mad at me and she was like, I got to get going. And so I was, oh, God bless you. And she didn't know how to answer that. She said, okay, goodbye. But I think that it, it will encourage and lift someone up when you say God bless you. And people that are maybe mad or angry at you, it kind of shocks them if you say that. So I think that's another good thing to say. Psalm 59, deliver me from mine enemies. Oh, perfect. Oh my God, defend me from that rise up against me. And remember too, here's another thing too. When somebody does something bad to you, that's more of a reward for you in heaven. When it says in the Bible that the more when you're persecuted, that's more of a reward for you in heaven. So think of it that way too. We're going to get a bigger reward in heaven for going through some of this persecution. And it may not be persecution, for believing in God or for reading the Bible. It might be from just other people from other things, like like you and the Savannah and the seizures. They're being mean to you. That's a persecution. It may not be religious persecution, but it's still persecution. Deliver me from the workers of iniquity and save me from bloody men. For lo, they lie in wait for my soul. The mighty are gathered against me, not for my transgression, nor for my sin, O Lord. They run and prepare themselves without my fault. Awake to help me, and behold. Thou therefore, O Lord God of hosts, the God of Israel, awake to visit all the heathen. Be not merciful to any wicked transgressors. They return at evening, they make a noise like a dog, and go round about the city. Behold, they belch out with their mouth. Belch? I think that might be a Mandela, but I think it would be a translation. Swords are in their lips, for who, say they, doth hear? But thou, O Lord, shalt laugh at them. Thou shalt have all the heathen in derision. Because of his strength will I wait upon thee, for God is my defense. The God of my mercy shall prevent me. God shall let me see my desire upon my enemies. Slay them not, lest my people forget. Scatter them by thy power, and bring them down, O Lord, our shield. For the sin of their mouth and the words of their lips, let them even be taken in their pride, and for cursing and lying which they speak. Consume them in wrath, consume them, that they may not be, and let them know that God ruleth in Jacob unto the ends of the earth. And at evening let them return, and let them make a noise like a dog, and go round about the city. Let them wander up and down for meat, and grudge if they be not satisfied. But I will sing of thy power. Yea, I will sing aloud of thy mercy in the morning, for thou hast been my defense and refuge in the day of my trouble. Unto thee, O my strength, will I sing, for God is my defense and the God of my mercy. You guys can hear that, right? The Selah. I'm going to take just one quick second break here and talk to my mom. She just got home from the doctor. Wash your hands and gargle with the Listerine. Yeah, do it. Doesn't hurt. You maybe swallow a little bit, like you said, swallow a little. But yeah, you do have it. Good. Yeah, that still won't mean nothing. I just told my mom, she just got back from the doctor, and I got sick after I got done with the doctor. I don't know, it's a thing that I do now. I saw something that said that if you gargle with mouthwash, like Listerine, that it knocks out the CV immediately. So it doesn't hurt, just as another precautionary thing. Whenever I go out in public, I gargle the mouthwash before, but even after, then if it gets in you, it can be knocked out because it goes through the nose and then through the throat, I guess. All right, how about a couple more chapters? I kind of want to do a little more just so I'm doing better. Seems like my back's doing a little bit better now. And I just needed to move around. See, that's what I need to do too. In between chapters, move around, walk around a little bit, just so I don't be in one stationary position. All right. Just tomorrow, I want to get there. I want to get to Psalm 91 at least. Psalm 60. O God, thou hast cast us off. Thou hast scattered us. Thou hast been displeased. O turn thyself to us again. Thou hast made the earth to tremble. Thou hast broken it. Heal the breaches thereof, for it shaketh. Thou hast shewed thy people hard things. Thou hast made us to drink the wine of astonishment. Thou hast given a banner to them that fear thee, that they may be displayed because of the truth. That thy beloved may be delivered. Save with thy right hand and hear me. God hath spoken in his holiness. I will rejoice. I will divide Shechem and mete out the valley of Succoth. Gilead is mine, and Manasseh is mine. Ephraim also is the strength of mine head. Judah is my lawgiver. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing some of these towns, cities wrong. Moab is my washpot. Over Edom will I cast out my shoe. Philistia, triumph thou because of me. Who will bring me into the strong city? Who will lead me into Edom? Wilt not thou, O God, which hast cast us off, and thou, O God, which didst not go out with our armies? Give us help from trouble, for vain is the help of man. Through God we shall do valiantly, for he it is that shall tread down our enemies. South Africa. I'm going to write that down. I'm trying to write that down now whenever people say where they're from, because I got so many people from so many different areas, and I forget where everybody's from. Where did I write that down now? What happened? What happened? I had a. What happened? What? Oh, there it is. Oh. Where? I know I was writing these down somewhere. That's another SA too. Not that that means anything. Huh. Okay. All right. Psalm 61. Thank you for that, Savannah. That's very nice of you. South Africa. Wow. You'll have to give us some updates. What's going on there with some of the other stuff, like the CV and stuff, and on the V shots and stuff. Give us updates like that, and anything else that's going on there. I know there's a lot of Christian persecution in Africa. I'm not sure the parts of Africa though. Not sure if that's where you're at. Psalm 61. Hear my cry, O God, attend unto my prayer. From the end of the earth will I cry unto thee when my heart is overwhelmed. Lead me to the rock that is higher than I. I love that. I love that. That's from a song too. Lead me to the rock that is higher than I. It's from Steve Taylor. I just want to know. Good song. I love that song. Yeah, I should play that one sometime. For thou hast been a shelter for me and a strong tower from the enemy. I will abide in thy tabernacle forever. I will trust in the covert of thy wings. Selah. For thou, O God, hast heard my vows. Thou hast given me the heritage of those that fear thy name. Thou wilt prolong the king's life and his years as many generations. He shall abide before God forever. O prepare mercy and truth, which may preserve him. So I will sing praise unto thy name forever, that I may daily perform my vows. I found a video about fake news. Wow. Only 3%. Is that because they don't want it or because there's not that much of it? It must be that there's not enough of it. I don't know what that is. Is it able to? Yeah, well, obviously you put it there. I don't have my phone, so I can't click on it. It won't let me click on it on the link on my computer, but it will on my phone. I'm thinking maybe just one or two more chapters. Be a little bit closer to getting to 91 for tomorrow. 62. Psalm 62. Truly my soul waiteth upon God. From him cometh my salvation. He only is my rock and my salvation. He is my defense. I shall not be greatly moved. How long will ye imagine mischief against a man? Ye shall be slain, all of you, as a bowing wall ye shall be, and as a tottering fence. They only consult to cast him down from his excellency. They delight in lies. They bless with their mouth, but they curse inwardly. My soul, wait thou only upon God, for my expectation is from him. He only is my rock and my salvation. He is my defense. I shall not be moved. In God is my salvation and my glory, the rock of my strength, and my refuge is in God. Trust in him at all times, ye people. Pour out your heart before him. God is a refuge for us. Surely men of low degree are vanity, and men of high degree are a lie. To be laid in the balance, they are they are altogether lighter than vanity. Trust not in oppression, and become not vain in robbery. If riches increase, set not your heart upon them. God hath spoken once. Twice have I heard this, that power belongeth unto God. Also unto thee, O Lord, belongeth mercy. There's mercy. For thou renderest to any man according to his work. Psalm 63. O God, thou art my God. Early will I seek thee. My soul thirsteth for thee. My flesh longeth for thee in a dry and thirsty land where no water is, to see thy power and thy glory, so as I have seen thee in the sanctuary. Because thy loving kindness is better than life, my lips shall praise thee. Thus will I bless thee while I live. I will lift up my hands in thy name. My soul shall be satisfied as with marrow and fatness, and my mouth shall praise thee with joyful lips. When I remember thee upon my bed and meditate on thee in the night watches, because thou hast been my help, therefore in the shadow of thy wings will I rejoice. My soul followeth hard after thee. Thy right hand upholdeth me. But those that seek my soul to destroy it shall go into the lower parts of the earth. They shall fall by the sword. They shall be a portion for foxes. But the king shall rejoice in God. Every one that sweareth by him shall glory. But the mouth of them that speak lies shall be stopped. In regards to the 3%, he prayed the following. Wow. Wow. That is awesome. Wow. Wow. See, at least, who is that? Chief Justice. Wow. So at least he knows that it's um, corrupting, changing DNA. Wow. Wow. That's awesome. Wow. That's that's awesome, man. That's sweet. I'm glad that there's somebody out there, some leader that is, acknowledging that that could happen. Wow. Did he say it like that? 666? Wow. Wow. Yeah. I'm glad that guy's on top of it too then. There needs to be more people like him for sure. Wow. So then I'm pretty sure. Wow. Okay. Awesome. So I would guess that would mean that it's voluntary. They're not forcing anybody to do it. So that's good. So then that's your own free will if you get it. Awesome. Psalm 64. Hear my voice, O God, in my prayer. Preserve my life from fear of the enemy. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity, who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them? They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. But God shall shoot at them with an arrow. Suddenly shall they be wounded. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away, and all men shall fear and shall declare the work of God, for they shall wisely consider of his doing. The righteous shall be glad in the Lord and shall trust in him, and all the upright in heart shall glory.
Selah.
All right, so we've been 2.5 hours. It's getting time for dinner, and we will go again tomorrow. So we're going to start at 65. So we got to go through 27 chapters to get to Psalm 91 tomorrow. All right, guys. Thanks for coming. And God bless everybody. Merry Christmas. Be safe. Keep praying. And let's say a prayer to end. Dear Jesus, Yeshua, we thank you for another opportunity to come together as brothers and sisters in Christ, to assemble, to read your word, to honor you, to pray to you, to praise you, and thank you for everything that you're doing in our lives. We know soon we might not have this opportunity, so we treasure each moment that we're able to come and read your word, and everyone together encouraging one another. We thank you for that. We know there's going to be times where it's going to be nothing but hate, and it'll be hard to find anyone to encourage anybody. So we thank you for that. Please heal anybody that needs healing today. You know their hearts, their needs. Heal them according to your will. Your will, in Jesus' name. And we ask for continued protection from all evil. Psalm 91 is your promise to us, and we will read that tomorrow. That's your promise to us to keep us safe from all harm, from all pestilences, famines, anything from evil. You are there to protect us, and we claim that. Give us the whole armor of God so that we can fight against the enemy, and fill us with the Holy Spirit. Just let us know that you are there. You are there always. Keep us safe till the next time we come back together again. And let us have open minds and hearts always to receive your word and to understand what you are saying in your word. Thank you for everything you're doing in our lives. We praise you. We honor you. In your precious name. WhatsApp. I don't have WhatsApp either. I have Instagram, but never. I don't even can't remember the last time I was on it. And I have Twitter, and it's been months since I've been on that. I don't really. And I have Facebook. I'm on that more often, but even then, Facebook, I'm only on like 5 or 10 minutes a day. That's it, you know. Hold on one sec. Oh, my mom's knocking on the door. All right, so God bless everybody, and not somebody is knocking on the door. Hold on. All right, I'm just gonna end it real quick. God bless everybody. We'll see you next time. God bless. Good night.